Web fishing is what happens when you take the Animal Crossing fishing system and add more fishing to that fishing. They expanded on the bait, the fishing system, even the way you catch these fish. Just like Animal Crossing, they have these lovely little animal characters, and even this customizable one for your player character. But cats don't have opposable thumb, and neither do any of the mammals in this game as far as I'm aware. Oh no! That means they can't fish! How's it going? I'm Rose, also known as DayByDayCreates on YouTube. Today, I will select a few of these fellow furry fellas and draw them as if they were human, and nothing will go wrong. It all started when I watched a web fishing video for the first time. I had never heard of it before, so I had no idea what I was about to get into. I looked up the price and proceeded to find out that I could get the game immediately. So of course, I revived my Steam account from the dead to get it for myself, and proceed to spend the next 30 hours playing the game. Normal stuff. I was fishing while doing stuff in the background like normal, about 14 to 15 hours in, when I thought to myself, I might be obsessed. This will probably go long enough to make a video for, so I can probably make a video out of this. And then the idea to personify the characters came to me pretty quickly and naturally after that. And again, nothing bad happened. The first thing I thought of when I came up with this challenge was to start with the player character I made. This one's going to be a bit different from the others, because the other two characters I'll be designing today are going to be some of the NPCs. Over the course of playing the game, the outfit I had shifted back and forth a little bit, until I landed on the design you see here today. Here is the creature we are dealing with here, the topic of our discussion. Here at the Squid Research Lab. What a grin on that guy. The rain boots, the overalls, the hat. I mean, this is just the look of an expert fisher over here. Or even, you could say, a master. But today while writing my script, I used worms to fish so I could complete my normal fish journal. It did not work like I was hoping for it to. My goal here is to accurately portray the type of person who comes to mind whenever I look at this thing. And that type of person, let's just say, is absolutely diabolical. It's all in the smile, I think. The character customizer in this game is so good. There's just so much to choose from. Since it's technically my own character, I can also add some of my fancy little details that I would normally hesitate to add if I didn't craft this guy with my own hands. But Rose, isn't the whole point is to add fancy little details? Well, yeah, sure. But I don't think the original design had a blue rose on it, like, at all in any regard. I only added it because of my Steam display name at the time. Since recording this footage, I've changed it, I think. And I put the star pattern on the overalls because since I was designing them as if they were human, I needed to imply the alien stuff somehow, because I wasn't about to give them the alien eyes. That's a huge lie, actually. I was about to do that, but it looked a little off when I actually put it on. And I probably can't call it a human design if it has alien eyes, so I might as well, right? Overall, I like how the final design turned out. What a mischievous fellow. The colors were a little hard to balance though. Since the reference images had all these colors, it was a matter of where to place them and what hue and color to make them. But once I figured it out, it was as good as finished. Character number 2, the fox you sell your fish to. The thing about these NPCs is that as far as I'm aware, they have no names or genders. It's nice that it can be up to interpretation, but also, oh god, I don't know! So the context of this character is that this is the guy you sell your fish to. There's holes in the ground all around the map, and they're all next to these signs that say sell plus bait in red ink. When you interact with them, this fox comes out with a bucket, a fish bucket, and you can sell all your fish to them. They also give you all the fishing bait for fishing and baiting, and they don't talk at all. I checked. They do say thanks sometimes though. At least, that's manners. Here's what I came up with for your character design. A chill little dude. I chose to do this character design next because I find them charming and cute in the game. Just a little guy buying fish. What for? I have no idea. And the beauty of this game is that we'll never know. Something I'm proud of on this design is, so I was trying to figure out how to translate this white fur on the fox's face into something that makes sense for a human character design. After pondering through some of the options, I eventually settled on giving them vitiligo. And I think it was a wonderful design choice. Also, I don't think you can see it in the design process, but in the final illustration, I decided that they have blue eyes. I was also considering giving them pure black eyes at the beginning, but everyone in this game has pure black eyes. So I feel like, as the artist over here, I have to do a little bit of artistic interpreting here. Also, there's a big bag here that I think would hold supplies, I guess. But I mean, it sounds reasonable, right? And it serves the secondary purpose of at least attempting to make that foxier silhouette. Wait, while scripting I had an idea. So basically, I'm trying to figure out how to make the hoodie interesting, because I know there's hoodies in the game, they exist, but I feel like it's a little bare right now. It's just the color orange, a solid color orange, and I feel like I could do something with it. I've seen stuff, I can figure something out. What if it was one of those hoodies with like animal ears on it? I'll try to get a reference picture or something, but like, it could be considered a bit shortcutty and also cheating, which is why I hesitated before, because like, why just give them the ears if they already had the ears before? But consider this. Also, I'm thinking of other small details to add, like buttons, or like a little thing around the edge. I feel like I'm coming up with stuff on the spot while writing script that will make the design feel more complete. That idea I got in the scripting process actually changed the design a lot. I mean, you could see it for yourself, right? I mean, just look at it. But as it stands before I make the changes, it feels a little empty right now. Probably a sign I should make those changes, huh? So there I was, fishing, on the web, some would even say, the World Wide Web. And let me tell you, I was taking full advantage of that fact. YouTube video in the corner of my fishing game, you know how it is. But I don't think the game knew how it is. 14 hours in, after spending hours of my life like this, I go onto YouTube community post, to type my little community post, and sudden game freeze. I don't know why. And I'm panicked. Everything froze. Even the video. It might not actually be frozen. Let's wait a bit. A bit longer. Fuck. Well, I think my PC has an emergency shutdown button over here. Luckily for my laptop, it actually shut off. But when I boot it back up again... The 1K Q&A is coming. It is being worked on, I promise. I cannot say much about what's causing the delay, but what I will say is that the way I set it up makes it a pain to edit, but regardless, I will edit it anyway, so you guys get the answers you deserve. Hopefully, it'll be the next video, and hopefully, I'll get it done before the end of next month. I'm telling you guys, I made this video you see now, so you guys wouldn't starve from a lack of content. This next video is gonna be awesome, I swear. Now to edit through that 1 hour of footage. The game started me all the way over from scratch. The file was corrupted, it was unsavable. But throughout it all, I was almost weirdly calm about the whole situation going on. I don't know. I guess I trusted that I would be able to get back from where I was in a short amount of time. So yeah, I started from scratch again. Oh, how horrible it is to lose 3 golden bats in a row! Actually, it was more in the span of one play session, which was anywhere from like 3 to 5 hours if I remember correctly. Since then, I haven't gotten any other golden fish. Maybe I should play the game more. I should play it on stream. The cosmetic seller possum succeeded in being a mysterious personality at first, but throughout playing the game, coming from what I can only assume to be camp level ups, they start to open up a little, like actually complimenting what you pick out, example given, sick or nice, or saying that they like the item you pick out as well. I think it's cute. And it changed the design a bit, probably because it changed my perspective of her. Perception. Same thing. And it changed the design a bit. For context, the possum does exactly what you think they do. Selling clothes, titles, accessories, even stuff like fishing rods now. Every time I look at them, I feel like they're wearing almost wizard clothes, except that they have a beanie on. No problem, I guess. Who am I to change something that's already in the original design? Speaking of changes, the biggest change by far is the galaxy pattern on their cloak. I mean, who am I if I don't add a little pattern to my design? Looks like the original Fox's Dane. Wait, not like that! I mean, if I didn't add the star-shaped pattern to the player character, I might have added it to this character instead. Oh, also, I came up with this little detail of scripting again. What if I put constellations on the cloak to just differentiate them? I mean, the cloak stars are already smaller and there's more of them and they're more varied, but consider, connect the dots. I'm a genius. I'll do that right after, no worries. You'll see it in the video. I'm starting to wonder why they made the animals they did. Like, frogs and worms, makes sense. They obviously live in rivers. Cats and dogs for the Animal Crossing factor, probably. I can also see foxes, maybe they like to eat fish and stuff, but possum? Like, do they even live near bodies of water, like oceans? I've never seen a possum on a beach before. I mean, they need to drink from somewhere, I guess, but okay. This is coming from a very uneducated point of view on the point of this topic. So if you guys know anything about about that, let me know. One thing I'd like to mention before we move on is that I think the hair I did here is really creative. I mean, you're telling me it's like a loop-de-loop down then back up again? Like, what even is that? That's awesome. It even looks like the character in some sort of way. And like the hair streaks, oh yeah. Do you guys want to know what happened 2 days, count them, 1, 2, after my save file corrupted? They add multiple save files, not just multiple save files, and autosave, and saving your game, and other such quality of life changes. I love web fishing, guys! I love web fishing! It's illustration time! For those who don't know, I do an illustration every video because there was like a 5-month period in time where I did only character sheets and absolutely just forgot to do anything else. And I'm determined to not let that happen again because I was like drawing frequently during that time. How did I forget? I think if I have to try and talk about multiple characters in the same drawing without giving them any names, I might just go insane. Unfortunately, I forgot to give them names before I wrote the script. So now I will be assigning numbers to these characters. The player character will be 1, the fox that you sell your fish and bait to will be 2, and the cosmetic seller possum will be 3. Got it? Good. Cause I don't. So in this illustration we got 1 fishing while 2 and 3 watch. 2 is probably just waiting for their paycheck, Lamau. I don't know how to replace the words Lamau in a script. I mean, do I just laugh? I don't know how to fake laugh, it just comes off unnatural. Anyway, speaking of 2, I made all of 2 design changes after I finished the illustrations. So this is pre-design change 2 in their full glory, and you get to see it. Unrelated, I have decided that 3 is hydrophobic. They're scared of gay people? Just kidding. But, I mean, think about it. They're always inside the general store, they sell clothes, and nothing that they sell has really touched the water at all, yet. The thing that makes me think this the most is the way they hold their coat. I mean, obviously, that could mean a lot of things. It's probably them just being mysterious and all that, but you know, after fishing that many fish, the player character is probably just like sopping wet. Unless I am proven wrong and it turns out that 3 is canonically an awesome fisher who has completed multiple fishing journals and loves water actually, that's just what I see him as. Here's a tangent while we wait for the speed pit to end. What if I started ranking all of my illustrations based on the web fishing fish scale? Before anyone tells me that might be a bad idea because it just leads to a lot of comparison, hear me out. Because there's no negative words on this fish scale. For those who don't play web fishing, the order from lowest to highest goes like this: shining, glistening, opulent, and radiant. The 5-star ones are called alphas. I assume it's something similar to why the alpha Pokemon and Pokemon Legends Arceus are called that, but if I started using that word to refer to my art, no one will know what I'm talking about, and it will make no sense forever. I'd make 1 stars the normal fish, and bump all the other ranks up by 1 star to compensate. At this point, I expect the words opulent and radiant to be fully incorporated into my vocabulary by the end of next year. The final score for this illustration is 4 out of 5 web fishing fish. I'm really surprised with how the background turned out. I accidentally turned all those lines off, and it actually looks really nice. Everyone looks like they're having fun here. Ignore the fact that the river by the general store is behind it and not actually. We just choose to not pay attention to that particular detail. It's a good time, so who cares? Yay! Yippee! I finished recording this video! That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Check the description to find my social media accounts. Oh god, I have got to start using those again. Oh no. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Rose, and if you want me to do a part 2, I'll do the worm next.